So here we are again. This is the new series of Conscious Conversations, and I have my dear, darling friend Tammy Rant here with me today. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you on here. And we will tell everyone how we know each other after we have read this angel prayer. We're going to be talking about Tammy's incredible idea that she brought to life and actually was featured in Shark Tank. And we'll hear more about that because many of us have great ideas, but not everyone actually makes it happen. And this is huge. This is a really big success. So I really want to celebrate Tammy and share her idea and how it came about with you, with the listener. And then Tammy, you can tell us a bit more about that. So
Perfect.
for now, we're just going to read a wee angel prayer. And I love this one because it's called Prayer for Remembrance of Self. And it's all about sharing your gifts with the world. And you've done that, Tammy. So it's a real inspiration to all of us. So, dear angels, help me remember who I am, a luminous emanation of divine love and light, a unique, unrepeatable event in time and space, and a gift to the world at exactly the right moment. Help me remember that I am made of starlight, that to not shine hurts the very heart of the divine, that I was put here to do what only I can do. Give me the courage to stand in my purpose. Help me not get so distracted by the busyness of daily life that I fall asleep to who I am and why I am here. Awaken me each day to my true reality, that of a spiritual being having a physical existence. Remind me that I'm held in the divine mind and heart, and that when I'm unkind to myself, I pierce the very heart of God, for I'm not separate from all that is, and the love I give myself is an honoring of the divine love I am given. With deepest gratitude, I thank you for the unconditional love. It brings abundant blessings that fill my body and soul with joy. And so it is.
Love it.
So, Tammy, we will tell everyone how we met, and that was 30 years ago. And I was only 18 and I was your au pair.
That's
I,
right.
I I arrived in Northern California in San Ramon when I was 18 years old to these gorgeous three little girls. It was basically, I was like Maria from The Sound of Music, right?
You're the best.
Oh, I was actually meaning that it was like I was doing my best. I was so young, and I felt like I had to like figure out all these different ways to like organize and get everything done. And it was such an amazing experience. And after all these years, 30 years later, when I was long after I looked after you and your sisters, you're now all married with children of your own. Isn't
That's
that
right.
amazing?
It is. And when you say 30 years, it really ages us.
I know,
You were
right?
babysitting me 30 years ago. It's crazy.
I think it's absolutely incredible. And I love that we are still really good friends and that your mum, who employed me, I always think of her as my fairy godmother.
Oh,
So
no, I love that.
it's
She is
such a,
like the fairy godmother, isn't she?
pardon?
She is like the fairy godmother. She's
She
the
really
best.
is. So I would love to find out more about your wonderful brand, Tush Baby, and when did you first think of this idea, this concept?
So my second daughter, I have three daughters, as you know, Madeline.
Yes.
And the second one was about 7 or 8 months old. And just at that age where you start carrying them on your hip all the time, usually start around 6 months, but then like by 8 months, it's just nonstop.
Hmm.
And I was finding myself like around the house carrying her or like at the park, and she'd want down, and the strap-in carriers were just not convenient for that. Um, and my husband also had a bad back. So I was just trying to think of like, why is there nothing that I can just put under her bum to hold her up on my hip without her sliding down and without me like popping out my hip, and that wouldn't hurt my back and arms. And I couldn't find anything. So like, I just don't want to deal with a full carrier, but I just want something to help me hold her. So that's when I created Tush Baby, which is basically like a fanny pack, or you would call a bum bag in Britain. I know fanny means something different than here, but we call it a fanny pack here. Um, it carries all your stuff. It has storage pockets, but it also supports the weight of your baby, so you can take them on and off without having straps around your shoulders.
It's amazing. And did you draw out and visualize it and know exactly what it was that you wanted to do? Or like, what was the process? How did you actually, from that idea, like, oh my goodness, there's nothing out there, to actually having something tangible? How did that happen?
So at first I had my sister-in-law draw it for me. She helped me. I like told her the idea and I was like, I have no idea where to start.
Hmm.
Can you help me? And so she drew it and then we kind of created this first one together.
Hmm.
And then I started wearing it out and that's when people came up to me being like, what is this? Where can I get it? And that's when I was like, oh, this could be like a business. This could help a lot of people. Like there's a lot of people that need this. And so I realized that there was, some appetite for the product itself. And that's when I decided, okay, I'm going to do this, but it was always intended to be like a side business out my garage just for
Hmm.
fun and just to like kind of help out. And then things escalated like so quickly. I mean, it's only been 2 years since we launched,
Hmm.
which is incredible to me because I feel like it's been forever, but it's been 2 years and we've already like come pretty far. So I'm really proud of it.
You've already come really far.
Yeah.
Yes, haven't you been on like Good Morning Television, and obviously you were on Shark Tank. So how did that happen?
So that's a really interesting story. When I had I think it was like I did 12 rounds of prototypes, but
Wow.
I think I sent one of my like really early rounds, like maybe the 1 through 4 or 5. I know it was early. I don't remember exactly which one. I sent a picture of it to Shark Tank just off their website, found the email address, said I have this idea. And it was really short. And actually, I went back and looked at it, and I'm like, that was the worst email. I can't believe they responded, but they didn't respond at first. And then I kind of continue to work on it, but no like real fire to like get it done quickly. I was just kind of prototyping and trying to get it perfect, and I
Hmm.
kind of got it to a place where it was like pretty much perfect. And I hadn't heard from Shark Tank. I sent it in August, and then I got pregnant in January,
Hmm.
and then with my third baby, and then in February I was like in the hospital like throwing up. I had hyperemesis gravidarum, which is where you like throw up like 20 times a day,
Hmm.
like couldn't keep food down, couldn't keep water down, nothing. And that's when I get the email from Shark Tank being like, can you send us first they called me actually. And they said, we're really interested. Can you send us an audition video?
Wait,
And it's,
did they call you when you were in the hospital, or was that before?
yeah, yeah, they called me. They called me. I think I got the message when I was in the hospital. They called when
Wow.
I didn't see it. I must have been on my way, but I was sick. And I would go in and out of the hospital for infusion therapy for hydration because I was so dehydrated. So it
Hmm.
wasn't like I was hospitalized or anything.
Yeah.
But I got the message, talked to the producer. She was awesome. And she's like, can you send us a video that's like 7 to 12 minutes, basically an audition video, and told me like what needs to be in it and fill out this like really, really long packet. It felt like 500 pages, like explaining everything. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't tell her I was sick or any, I was just like, yes, of course. I'm like, how am I going to do this?
Hmm.
So I got together with my sister-in-law and my other sister-in-law and my brother-in-law. A lot of my in-laws helped with this.
It's amazing.
And someone came and, set up, or I think it was my sister-in-law. She set up just like a GoPro on a stack of books. And we just did a bunch of takes. I was like throwing up in between takes. I look awful. Like it's so awful. And we ended up having to like reshoot parts of it. So I'm like in and out of different clothes, and it was such a cluster, but it worked out. And they called me back. They said in 2 weeks we'll call you. If you don't hear from us within 2 weeks, you haven't made it. If you hear from us, then we'll move you to the next round.
Hmm.
And 2 weeks to the day, I had already been like, oh, it's not happening. And then they called me, and they said, we want you to start working with the producers, which is a long series of interviews with producers. You never really know you're going on until like, I didn't know that I was for sure through until a week before I flew there, when they were like, okay, well, you made it through. And when you get there, by the way, you have to do a rehearsal, no sharks there, but
Wow.
just with the producers. And
Hmm.
they can still send you home at that point. And they can still send you home. They can still film you, and only like 80% of who gets filmed actually airs. You never really know until the end if you made it.
And where was it? Where did you have to fly to?
In LA, so not far, just
LA,
an hour from
right.
me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. So you could actually be someone that comes from quite far away, get there, and then not even be used.
Oh yeah, happens all the time. Like people like, they've made it all the way to the end, and then it happens with every season. I mean, I think on my season, actually, I think 50% got cut. That's what they
Wow.
said. So
And there's
I was
you.
lucky.
There's
I was
you.
lucky I made it on. There was a little bit of drama in my episode, which I kind of regretted. And then I realized, don't regret. That happened for a reason. And that's why I made it
Absolutely.
on, like, because there was
Oh,
drama.
absolutely. I loved it. I loved your confidence. I loved that you were like, no, thanks. I don't want you. I want you. I think that's
I didn't mean for
amazing.
it to come off that way. What really happened, without saying too much because I'm under an NDA, is that
Yeah.
I knew that you have to have enough footage to air. And I
Uh-huh.
had some offers really early on in after my pitch. And I was worried that if I took those too fast, then I wouldn't get aired. So that was kind of in the back of my head the whole time. So I did really want Lori, and she
Mhm.
was my dream shark. But at the same time, I didn't want to like kill the opportunity of getting on the show.
Very
So,
smart. And how nervous were you on a scale of 1 to 10?
oh my God. You know, I was really nervous all the way up to the point when I, like, about a minute into my pitch, and then I totally relaxed.
Right.
Like, once it started, I was calm. I wasn't like freaking out during the conversations. It
Mhm.
feels so different without the music when you're just like in a quiet room talking to them.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
when they add the music and like the drama on the show, you're like, oh wow, like that feels so, it was so different. I remember being up there being like, I didn't really realize what was happening. It just was crazy. I threw up right before I went out because I was still sick. And
Unbelievable.
the producers were really worried about me because I was shaking. And they were like, we need to put a stool out there with you. Like, you're going to faint. What, don't like lock your knees. You could buckle, like, you keep your knees bent. So then I started being like, oh my gosh, am I going to like faint on TV? Is my water going to break? Like, I was like, I
Oh,
think 7
yes.
months pregnant at the time. And I was worried I was going to go into early labor from the stress. But no, I was very nervous. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, I was probably like that type of nervous. I was like a 9, you know what I mean? Like that, the anxiety, like this
Mhm.
is big nervous, not nervous. Like, I've had other things that are very scary in a very different way that I would
Yeah.
call a 10.
Yeah. And did you know exactly what you were going to say? Did you rehearse it or did it just come out on the spot?
The pitch itself is memorized.
Right.
And you practice that with them and they approve, the pitch first. And then after that, it was all real, all real.
Right.
You
And
don't meet the sharks before, they don't know who's coming out. All of that's
uh,
true.
right, right. Amazing. And so after that whole episode, and then you had all these like different publicity things happen for you, like on TV and things like that afterwards. What then happened after Shark Tank? Like how did you get from the offer to where you are today right now?
Well, there were some things that happened in between there. We did do a Kickstarter before Shark Tank so that we could have sales when we went on the show. So it's to throw that together really fast. And then
Uh-huh.
from Shark Tank, um, it aired. I filmed it in June. I gave birth. My inventory came in. I went on before I even was selling the product, other than Kickstarter. I hadn't even shipped it yet.
Mm-hmm.
October 1st, I got my first round of shipment sent out to my Kickstarter backers and went live on our website.
Mm-hmm.
And on October 9th, I had my third baby. So it was really crazy timing because it was like I had all of this launching a business. Shark Tank then aired in January. So in the middle of all this postpartum, and I was so busy trying to get everything set up for air date, and at the same time had a new baby. So I was like working with her on my boob and like typing, and I feel bad in hindsight. Like I don't feel like I got that same experience I got with the first two with Bailey because I was so caught up in work. But I really tried to be like, okay, I'm shutting off for a few hours and like
Mm-hmm.
focus on my baby, which was hard because I wanted more time with her. But at the same time, I knew I had to do this. So there was a lot of push and pull. But where we got to today, there was publicity. We got, Good Morning America. But then I also teamed up with who is now my co-founder. Her name is Sarah Ozity.
Mm-hmm.
And my creative director, Riley, who is the sister-in-law that is helping all the way through. They
Mm-hmm.
both have amazing experience in creating brands and marketing. Riley's more on the creative and writing side,
Mm-hmm.
and Sarah's on branding and marketing. And Sarah was a coworker of Riley's, saw our Kickstarter, reached out, and then we actually made a deal after Shark Tank was filmed, but before we went live on our site. And that has really been game changing, having like a team. So I would say like this isn't
Yes.
something that I feel like I could do all on my own because
Mm-hmm.
there's so much involved that I don't know. You know what you're good at, and I love to learn all the new things, and all of it is new. My background was sales, so I really learned operations and how to like create and like manage inventory and things like that. But then I rely on the experts for branding, marketing, and finances and stuff, because that's not my expertise.
Right. The thing I absolutely love about you and your family is that you've always been like, you've always had your family unit. There's always people right in the palm of your hand that are there that you can all help each other. And I think that's so unique. And I love that, because I think also when we're all starting out and we're trying to run a business, I know there's a lot of people out there listening right now. It's like, how do you find the right people, or having the right people show up exactly when they're meant to? So do you feel that this was just like a process that was unfolding as you were going along, or were you
Yes.
like, it was, you weren't aggressively
Yeah.
pursuing trying to find the right people?
No, I wanted it and it kind of came to me. So I think that
Right.
that was, I didn't have any idea I was going to use an agency, and I didn't know and what I was going to do, really trying to figure it out. And then Sarah approached me saying that
Mm-hmm.
she had like carpal tunnels and all kinds of problems with carrying her baby, and was like, I wish I had this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be involved. And that's when she came in, and she invested in the business and she became a working partner. And that's been really game changing, because she really has the expertise in branding and marketing that has got us to the level we're at today. So she's helped a lot with creating. We've relaunched a rebrand
Mm-hmm.
and really elevated it from what I was doing before. And also, she just has a lot of knowledge and has taught me a lot on that side, where I manage the operations and sales. And so I've been really working the sales channels, got us into like Nordstrom's and Bed Bath and Beyond, Bye Baby, and
Mm-hmm.
Target. So all of these like big retail baby list.
That's
So that's where I'm
incredible.
working on that side. And we're perfect partners because we have completely different skill sets. A lot of times, if you are partner with someone that has the same skill set, it's like you're not getting the full value
Mhm.
of the person's like abilities. And in
Yes.
this case, we are complete opposites, and it works out amazing for the business.
That is so incredible. And congratulations. I knew about
Thank you.
Nordstrom. I knew about Nordstrom, but I didn't know about Target. I didn't know about Bed Bath and Beyond. And I didn't know about, what was it, Bye Bye Baby, you said?
Bye Baby. Yeah. And then we also have a deal right now. Um, I can't say the name of the store yet, but with another really big store that we're probably going to be going live early 2021.
Mhm.
Um, and the other thing is, we brought on, have you heard of, and maybe some of your viewers, have you heard of Michael Franti? He's a reggae singer.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
he sings
amazing.
really happy-go-lucky, upbeat
Yes,
songs. I love it.
best spirit and energy, and his wife is the same. They're amazing. His wife Sarah became a advisor at Tush Baby,
Oh my
and
word.
so she works with us, and she knew the president of this really big company and got us a call directly with the president of a
Oh,
company, which a big company. I'm talking to the CEO and president and CMO of this company, and they were just it was just the first experience in my career in sales, getting to talk to someone that high
yeah, the
up at such a
main.
big organization who has the power to make decisions. And it was
Wow.
pretty incredible. So we're really excited about that
I'm
next.
getting goosebumps right now listening to this. I absolutely love Michael Franti and his music. So is that another Sarah's working with you? There's two Sarahs.
Another I heard him, sorry, and I always do that. Heard him, Sarah.
Sarah, right,
Sarah.
Sarah. Right.
And it's hard for me to go back and forth because I've got a sister named Sarah and then my
Yes.
partner Sarah. So I'm always saying Sarah, but Sarah, I mean, she is amazing. She's just a really great. You would love her, Maddie. She's just
Oh,
got an amazing energy.
is she the one? Is she one of the women on his videos and some of his songs with his long dark hair? Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's so exciting. So you're going to have free front row seats to every Michael Franti
Yeah,
concert.
she mentioned that we could go once the concerts start back up. She'll get us some tickets, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh my gosh, get me one. I'll come with you.
Okay.
That's so exciting. I'm so pleased for you. I mean, it's such an incredible thing because you've always been in sales. I know that. I know you were really doing great in LinkedIn and you were in LinkedIn for a long time. But just the fact that you've just had this idea, and to me, just looking onwards at what you've been doing, to me it just seems like it's been a real, I know you put in a lot of hard work, but it seems like it's just flow, like it's, you've been in flow and it's just kind of happened naturally for you. It's not, I don't ever get the sense that you've been like tearing your hair out and trying so hard. It was almost like so organic, the way this whole thing came to you and then unfolded and happened, and all the fortune that came along the way is, and all the sales that you've done in your life to really use in your own business. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. I've been very blessed because I was in software sales at LinkedIn and Salesforce, and I was, I wouldn't say my passion was there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, of
I didn't hate
course.
it, but I didn't love it either. And
Well, this is a
I
whole
love
new level. This is a
right.
whole new level. You could hire all of these guys if you wanted
Well,
to.
no, but I mean the thing, what I would say is like I always was like, well, that's what I do. Nobody actually like loves what they're. It's a job for a reason. And I heard that quote like, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
And it's so true because I am like excited for work every day. I wouldn't say that there aren't days where I'm pulling my hair out because there's always stressful things and
Mm-hmm.
stuff that's really hard. And it is hard. It's not, I've been very lucky. Things have come to me really naturally, and our business has been very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been, challenging in other ways. But I still love it. Like I wouldn't change anything. Like I never thought there was a way out. I'm like, this is my skill set, sales. Like I can't like start a new career in something else.
Mm-hmm.
And with this business, it's really been a great opportunity to like, I have a whole new career and a new skill set now, and I'm loving what I'm doing. And I don't have a boss. I don't have all
Mm-hmm.
the things that made it a little challenging before, like the commute and those things. Like I really get to like make my own schedule, and I really love like getting up and working every day. I really do.
Absolutely love that. It's amazing. And also, and all the while, you've got three little girls.
Three
I
little
mean,
girls under 6.
you're like superwoman.
No,
Three.
I wouldn't say that. Sometimes I feel like, I'm pulled so many different ways that I could be
Mhm,
doing one thing so much better than a lot of things pretty well.
mhm.
Um, but it's definitely challenging, like the work-life balance thing. And it's something that I really had to like put some boundaries on, because if I didn't, I would be working all night. Like at the beginning, I was working every day till
Mhm.
like 1 in the morning.
Right.
Um, and then I'd get up in the morning and work, and I would only see them for like during dinner time and bedtime. And now I've had to put some like rules around that and been like, I have to shut off and like put my
Yes.
phone away, and I'm not going to even look until
Mhm.
this time, so that I can
Yeah.
have, I don't want to lose that time with my kids, because that's the
Oh,
most important thing.
and that's so important for your health as well, just having that
Hmm.
balance and fitting in exercise or fitting in time with your partner. And I mean, it's really, really wonderful. And I'm so excited because it's growing and growing all the time. So if people that are listening here that have little babies or know people that have babies want to either order a tush baby, is that what you call it? A tush baby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or find you, then how would they find you?
So our website is www.tushbaby.com. That's TUSHBABY.
Hmm.
And we are also online, as you know, Nordstrom's, Target, in store, Target in February. And Bye Bye Baby. We're out of stock there right now, but we will be restocking. So those are the places you could get it. We love, sales. Nordstrom's is very helpful for us right now because we're trying to make a push for in store there. So
Hmm. And are they different colors or are they one color?
we have multiple colors now. So I started off with the gray, which is still kind of the top seller. And then
Uh-huh.
we have a black, and then a black with gold zippers, a camo, a leopard, and we have a quilted vegan leather, which is black with also gold zippers, but it's like a quilted, kind of like a Chanel bag look.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Very cool.
Fancy ones. And we've got some new ones coming out too, and some new products coming out, which is really exciting.
Oh, that's so exciting. And how much are they?
So the Tush babies they start at 79. The vegan leather is 98, and the rest are 79.
Uh-huh.
And you guys could use a promo code on our site, Maddie 20, Maddie 20. That's right.
Uh-huh.
Did I spell right? That's how I need the
Yeah.
code.
What
Yeah,
what you put in
Maddie
your
20.
name and the word 20 and the number
Put in
20.
your name and the
Uh,
name and the word and 20, and
and
they'll get 20% off.
so you put in your name and the number 20 and then you get a promo.
Well, no, they'll put in your name, Maddie, Maddie. Unless you want it to be something else, we could do
No, no.
anything.
What I meant was not everyone puts in the word Maddie. It's like with the person puts in their own name.
No, I made the code under your name because they're listening to you.
Oh,
So everyone has the same code, Maddie 20, but I could change it to whatever code you want, Maddie.
oh my God, that is so funny. Oh, I see, because we're doing this conscious conversation.
Yeah, it could be conscious 20.
No, let's do Maddie 20. I like that.
Okay.
Maddie 20 for any
Yeah.
listeners that want the promo code. Sorry, you just came up with that so fast. I was like, what, how did you do that? Okay,
Magic.
that, yeah, you are.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
Tammy, I'm so excited to have spoken to you again, and I can't wait to see you. I miss you.
I
It's
miss
been
you
too
too.
long. And yes, just send my love to the entire family. And we will all be just watching this space and watching how Tush Baby grows. And thank you so much for taking time out to come and share it with us.
Thank you, Maddie. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Oh, so good to see you. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.